Tonight, embattled Congressman George Santos, accused of fabricating much of his background, says he will not run for re-election after the House Ethics Committee issued a damning new report on his conduct.
Well, he should be expelled. What he has done is violated public trust, engaged in election fraud.
The level of misconduct here, criminal conduct, is off the charts. I've never seen anything like this.
Among the new revelations, that Santos used campaign funds to pay for his personal rent, to take out cash from an ATM at a casino, to spend lavishly at designer stores, for cosmetic treatments like Botox, and on the website OnlyFans, which is known for its adult content. As a flood of members who once said Santos deserved due process before any talk of expulsion are now ready to kick him out.
The Ethics Committee found that he did not cooperate with the investigation, and I think he's been given the fair due process now.
George Santos is a fraud. He should not be a member of Congress.
A vote to expel Santos could happen soon after the Thanksgiving holiday. It would require 2/3 of the House in order to pass.
Boy, oh boy, I don't know what's been going on the last few months with the Republican Party, but there's been quite a bit of shenanigans happening. And for today's story, we're going to be talking about none other than George Santos. Now, he's been in the spotlight before. Almost a year ago, he came out admitting that he lied about his educational background, where he used to work, so on and so forth. And just as a few days ago, Rolling Stones came out with an article on him. New York Times wrote something on him. NBC News wrote something on him. Every publication, everything has written. And the reason they're writing this is because the Ethics Committee did a deep dive on his financials and have found out that he's been using that money for his campaign in other ways. Now, before we get into that, we'll see a few of the things that he's already lied about. He's allegedly lied about collecting unemployment benefits, allegedly committed identity theft, allegedly lied about to Congress, reimbursed himself for loans that he did not make. He lied about where he went to high school and college, as he admitted. He never worked on Wall Street. And so there's been a big pattern of just lie after lie after lie. But as you can see from the thumbnail, he's not the only one that's lying. Lauren Boebert, not too long ago, who is another Republican, if you remember, was just recently caught, I think a month or two ago, at a Beetlejuice performance where she was getting a little bit inappropriate in public with her date. And here's a clip of that.
Boebert. Say it 3 times and she appears in security video from a weekend performance of Beetlejuice, where the congresswoman was kicked out of the theater for being disruptive. The DCPA says she was vaping. Boebert's team denied that, said the haze was from fog machines in the show. That claim goes up in smoke when you see the video. The pregnant woman sitting behind Boebert told the Denver Post she asked her to stop vaping, and Boebert refused. Her one-woman show continued, taking flash photos, raising her hands and dancing, often the only one clapping or standing up in the crowd. Boebert occasionally took a break from being disruptive to enjoy the company of her male companion. He briefly had a grasp on the situation before ushers returned and told Boebert she had to leave. The theater's incident report says Boebert pulled the "Don't you know who I am" card on the way out, appearing to give theater employees the single-finger salute.
Now, clear as day, we all see it. She came out, denied it. However, then this evidence came out, and then this is what happened after that.
And that's why Congressman Lauren Boebert joins me now. All right, so what happened that night?
Hi, Jesse. First of all, what happened is I messed up. I went on a date night, and I am a congresswoman and a public figure, but believe it or not, I'm human too. Obviously everyone is very interested in my personal life and me going through a very difficult divorce. And as a mother of 4 boys and a grandmother to a beautiful grandson, that's my first job before anything else in my priority.
Very interesting choice of words. I messed up. But hey, I get that you're proud of being a mother of 4 boys, also a grandmother, and you're saying that that's first and foremost what you are. But if that was the case, then you would not have been doing what you were doing in public, making loud noises, screaming, waving your hands around, taking flash photography while you're in a theater with the lights off. Like, I don't understand where the disconnect happened. And then just last week, we had almost a fight happen during a committee hearing between the Senator Mark Wayne Mullen and somebody he was questioning because of some tweets that they wrote about him. And here's that clip.
Pretends like he's self-made. What a clown. Fraud. Always has been, always will be. Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings. You know where to find me. Any place, anytime, cowboy. Sir, this is a time, this is a place. If you want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big
No,
guy.
no, stop it.
Is that your solution every
Hold it. No, sit down. Sit down. Okay. You know, you're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Active.
Oh, okay.
Sit down, please.
Now, that all being said, the optics aren't looking great for some of the Republican Party members. However, George Santos, even after all his previous lying, this new evidence is a bit of a carry on the cake of pretty much his demise, as the Ethics Committee put out a lengthy report where on page 35 and into 36, it reads, on October 21st, which is important to remember, after the $50,000 from Redstone was deposited into the Representative Santos' personal account, the funds were used to, among other things, pay down personal credit card bills and other debt, make a $4,127.80 purchase at Hermes, and for smaller purchases at OnlyFans, Sephora, and for meals and parking. Now, this is in the Ethics Committee's findings. And again, these articles all state the same thing. And as seen in the title, George Santos appears to have lied on camera about OnlyFans usage. Now, the significance of this statement and why I said remember the date that it was reported there in October was because this clip has now resurfaced, which was dated in November, of him saying this.
You know, I'll indulge you this. I just discovered what OnlyFans was about 3 weeks ago when it was brought up in a discussion in my office.
What do you think?
And I was oblivious to the whole concept.
You just can't tell the truth.
Now, I don't know if you caught it at the end there. She didn't believe him at all. But if you go down the article, it again explains what I just read out there. However, later on in the article, it states, at least one OnlyFans model claims that Santos was a subscriber to their content. One such model, Layla Lewis, claimed on X, formerly Twitter, that Santos had been a subscriber and that she had rated his you-know-what. However, Rolling Stone has not been able to confirm what she said. However, a Reddit post just came out from this girl, Sogs S, where she wrote, "My top spender," and we have a photo here saying George Santos, last active a few days ago, subscriptions, messages, tips, and the total amount that has been spent on this individual. Now, I cannot confirm or deny if any of this is fabricated, but it seems pretty laid out here, as the Ethics Committee has also found that he's been using his funds for OnlyFans. And then this post comes out, and another individual says that he was also there, yet he states he's never been on OnlyFans, or he just found out about it. Now, of course, after this came out, he decided to announce that he was no longer going to be running for re-election in 2024. However, he decided to say, if there was a single ounce of ethics in the Ethics Committee, they would have not released this biased report. Santos wrote a lengthy statement on X. It is a disgusting, politicized smear that shows the depths of how low our federal government has sunk. Everyone who participated in this grave miscarriage of justice should be ashamed of themselves, he added. Dude, you got caught, plain and simple. It sucks, but you yourself have come out and admitted that you've lied about things. The records show that you mismanaged your campaign funds for your own personal debt, for your rent, for gambling and casinos. And even in this article here, it states, the investigative subcommittee reviewed taxi and hotel charges on the campaign credit card that were incurred in Las Vegas in December 2021, during a time when Representative Santos had told his campaign staff that he was on his honeymoon, and there were no corresponding campaign events on his calendar. So you've been doing this, you've been trying to get away with it, you got caught. And with that being said, I just don't understand what's going on, as I mentioned, with the Republican Party. There's too many things that are now popping out of the woodwork where it's just not looking good. Don't get me wrong, the Democrats also have been caught in a few little shenanigans as well. I'm just very confused with the decision making in these from these people in these positions of power like this. But as always, love to hear from you guys. Let me know what you thought about this Saul situation, this story. And as always, I will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks so much.